Okay. Can somebody confirm they could hear me? Can you hear me now? I think you could. Somebody said they could hear me. Okay. So we went through so many scripts here. So moving along, I'm gonna go ahead and work on furthermore. I'm gonna show you how to nest the functions within a function. Okay, we've seen some parameters here, and then we see global versus local functions here. Okay, so next thing we're gonna do is next nested function. Okay, so I'm gonna copy. Okay, this is a same regular one that you have to declare this to start to using as a script. Okay, all right, so this is a demo of nested and some. Okay, okay, so I'm gonna see here. I'm gonna declare something, and let's see here. Mm, I'm gonna say something like mm, hunter, or maybe like this, meat eater. Okay, and then I'm gonna give it $1. So we once we declare something like $1, we are putting this at the command prompt. And then let's see here, function starts here, and then let's say function um, define meat eater. Uh, we are declaring a function here. It's called meat. And then this is how the function starts, right? Okay, these are essential things. These two lines are essential. This is how the function starts, and then the arguments goes in the middle here. Okay, so we're gonna go tiger equals uh, lion 2. Okay, and then we're gonna go echo tiger and lion tiger and lion are meat eaters. Okay, so how we gonna do this? We're gonna go dollar tiger and then dollar lion. And then we go like echo what do they eat? Okay, and then
a typo in your bottom echo.
okay,
So
thanks. So tiger and lion are meat eaters, and then what do they eat, right? Then we're gonna open another here function meal. Okay, and then we go like echo they eat dollar, and then what we could do is let me think. What do they eat? Okay, so we create one function here, right? And then what we're gonna do is we're gonna declare another function here, function grass eater. Echo these are dollar okay, so okay, hold on, I think I made a mistake here. Okay, so what we did here is so far we opened a function here, and then meal is another function is start inside a function here. So let me see here. Echo. Okay, this function is still open. Okay, and then that function is closing over here, and then this function grass and function meal, they are they are inside the function meat. Okay, so the main function is closing over here. Okay, all right. So how we gonna run this? Okay, we're gonna run calling function. So function definition stops here. Now the script is starting over here because so far we already only have declared the function. Now what we're doing here is we are calling those functions here. So the script is starting here. So I'm going to do clear. And then I'm going to go echo determining the carnivore or herbivore. So we're going to go echo determine the actual type of animal. So we're going to go if. So we're going to have a if statement here, enter and close, then and what we're going to do is okay, I mess up here, so I'm gonna delete. I'm gonna just put in here deer. Okay, so we're gonna go like this here, not meat. Function, we're gonna name it type, type. So we're determining if it's a carnivore or herbivore, okay? And let's see. Tiger eat. Tiger is a meat eater. Dollar tiger. What? Okay. And then the meal is a function. They eat deer and antelope. And this one function, grass, So what we're going to do is we're going to declare here if dollar tiger equal to meat, then we're going to bring the function here. What is the function for meat eaters? Okay. Okay, so he's going to eat meat, else then we're going to call the function grass. All right, let's run this. And then we go nested meat. Okay. What line was it? 52. 2, 3, 4, 5.
Excuse me. Hey, there's no way to put like numbers on the side, right? Like in the editor, like because I know in a lot of like JavaScript
Yeah,
editors you can put numbers.
yeah.
Oh, there is?
So for that, you have to go in here, and then you want to see the display, right?
Well, like in Putty, so you don't have to count down. You know, like in
Yeah.
JavaScript editors, you can get
So to
ones that.
find which one is the numbers, search. Okay, let's see here. No.
Yeah, I didn't mean to interrupt you. I was just wondering, but you know, we can do it afterwards. Sorry.
No. That's a good thing. Uh, question relates searching. So if you get stuck like that, what you do is you search the internet. Display numbers in VI editor. Okay. Then you go. So when you
That's
type
awesome.
set number, it's going to give you which line is this.
Yep. Awesome.
Is that
Yeah, I was
what you were
actually
asking?
searching for. Yeah, exactly. I was looking for putty though. When I searched Google, I was looking for putty and forgot to Google VI editor. So thank you.
Yeah, I mean, don't be ashamed to Google it. And if somebody's call you and said you have to fix this and that, if you don't know,
Hmm.
and just don't say you don't know. Okay, it looks
Yeah.
bad.
Yeah. Yeah.
And then okay, let me work on it. That's the best word you could do it. Let me
Okay.
work on it, and then you don't have to tell them anything. You work on it. You search the Google. You put it in a chat and ask somebody. We ask somebody who is offshore. I mean, when you go into work, first 2 3 months is nothing. You're just going to be sitting around and figuring out who's doing what, and then you will build some relationship. And then once you very first day, what you should do is open a Word document, start putting everything you getting, figuring out everything you somebody's telling you something, they send you email or something, start putting it in a Word document and keep a note what that is. Here to shooting. Uh, shooting. These are mostly the commands I use, and not every day, but I don't remember all this on top of my head. I keep it here, and then what I do is I copy and paste it and run it in Putty. It's a lot of it. Like you keep a journal of what you're learning and everything, and over the years you would know. And then you could come in here and take a search, and when you search it, then you have all your information at your fingertips. So you're gonna grow into the job on your own. And as this thing, I'm not doing scripting for a while now at work, so I don't remember it. It's not like I don't know how to do it, so it just that's how it is.
Thank you.
Okay, yeah. Function meet else function grass. Oh, okay. So we have forgotten this here. So instead of meat eater, we're gonna declare type. Type is that's what it's coming from here, and then we declare the function type. Either if function one is tiger, function two is deer. Okay. Mm, this has to be uh, this has to be 1 2 because we are taking it from here. Okay, so echo tiger is a eater and taller tiger. Function they eat deer and antelope, grass, they eat grass. Function grass. Okay. Okay, line 58. Line 58. Function grass, FUNC GRASS. Okay. Dollar. Okay, let's try. Okay, I have to call these two. Tiger is a meat eater. Okay, so we're getting some error here. Okay, so we need to tweak it a little bit. So we're gonna give a type calling here tiger type deer type. Tiger is a meat eater. Function echo. They eat deer and antelope. Okay, and then function definition stops here, calling function, script start here, determining the carnivore or herbivore, determining the actual type of animal. If the tiger is 2, okay, instead of tiger, okay, at least first part is working. When I type meat, it's bringing up tiger is a meat eater. They eat deer and antelopes. Okay. And if I type grass, tiger is okay. So this is not a meat eater. Okay. All right. So let me tweak it a little bit. Tiger is a meat eater. They eat deer and antelope. Okay. And if it's a function, okay. All right. So let's see here. We are. Okay. Actually, it's working. So when we input the in here, if it's anything other than meat, I think it's gonna bring anything. It's gonna bring the grass fed because it's not looking at meat. It's if it's looking at meat, then it will bring up tiger. Tiger is a meat eater and they eat deer and antelope. And then if you type anything other than meat, it's gonna think it's a herbivore. Grass is fed by deer and antelope. Okay, so what is happening here is this is a main function here, function type, and then the second function within a function is starting here. So this is a function. Okay, this is one function. This is another function. Now it's much clearer, right? The main function is starting here, and then the second function is within a function is starting here. Okay. Nested function 1, nested function 2, and then this is a within a type. The main function is type, and then the second function is uh, you could have multiple functions here. It's just not one or two. You could have a lot of functions within a function here. So what we're doing here is we are calling this main function, and then we are calling this sub function. Okay. So then we put that into a if statement. If the input matches meet, then the function type is calling. It's calling the entire function, and then within that function, it's calling the function name meet. And then if not, then it's calling the function again. Then within a function, it's calling the grass as the secondary one. Okay. So we have almost, so you could see the function is working. So what is important is you just have to play around with this and get the concept and what is actually happening here, and then practice it. Then you will get the idea. Any questions so far? Okay, so we kind of came along here a lot, and there are a few more other things. Uh, uh, okay, we looked at the exit code, right? When what we could do is we could do dollar question mark. It will give you the exit code. Exit code 0 means there was no problem. Okay, everything was running good. And then if we have the exit code here, 0, they will say it didn't give anything. But if you type something and then if you check for exit code, there is exit code 127, right? To further build on that, I'm going to show you another script here. I'm going to type up the script first, then I'm going to show you what is happening, okay? Okay, CP template. Return code. Okay, this is to demo return values and results. So we're gonna go global variable. So global variable is yes equals 0, no equals 1. Okay, and then we're going to declare something called first equal $1, second equal $2, third equal $3. Function definition starts here, and then check the command line parameters passed in. So we're gonna type function check params. Okay, this is how you open and close the function, right? This is the function starting here. And what we're gonna do is we're gonna write the statement if square bracket we open and close. Okay, so this is a format here. If not, if you have like exclamation -z, what is doing is if anything is passed in here, it's looking for any of these. If you put exclamation -z, that's what it's looking for. Okay. Then echo we got 3 params. So we got 3 parameters, okay? And then is this gonna go in here? Yeah. Return dollar, yes. Okay, it's gonna give the return sign 0. If not, it's gonna give 1. Okay. Echo we did not get 3 parameters. And then how do you close the function? You type fi. Okay. No, you close the if statement using fi. Open it with if and close it with fi. Okay. And then we're gonna go function definition stop. Script starts here. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna call the function param here, and then we type return underscore vals equal dollar question mark. Okay, so we're gonna go ahead and put that in the script here. Okay, so it's gonna automatically check it for you when the function is called. Okay, then do did we get 3 or not? Okay, then we're gonna go if statement, if and dollar equal to dollar yes. Echo we receive 3 params and they are echo param1 colon dollar first Okay, what happens when I just type echo and then blank here? What is it? What does this line do? Anybody? All right, let me run this and see what happens. Mm, what I'm gonna put in here is line 1, line 2, line 3. Mm-hmm. Okay, so we defined this. We defined it as this as such. It needs some input at the when you running the command here. So if somebody is there and they don't know what is how it is supposed to run, and you put in something in here like that, we define in here. So I came in here, I don't know how to do this, but I'm running it, and it says, okay, we did not get 3 params. So it's giving you an example. How do you use it? This is telling you usage. So you run this script and then you give 3 input, 1, 2, 3. If you give only 2, it's not going to work. So this is what this message is giving to the new user here. Okay, once that happens, then the new user goes and go in here is like tiger, dog, cat, dog, and then in here it will give you tiger, cat, dog. So the line parameters, that's what this is defined as. And then if we do $question, that means there is no error. Let's see if we do this, then we do $question, then there is an error 1. Okay, if it's giving you an error 1, that means you could go in there and take a look what is error 1. Okay, we just defined error 1 here, yes or no. Okay, that's why it's coming up a yes or no. So because all the 3 parameters have not met. Okay, I want to explain this part here. This part is a shortcut for if statement. Remember, if you write a if statement, if type equals me, then this, if type equals that, then this. But here you could, instead of that, you could have three statements, which is validating. What you could do is you could just validate if you get like 3 statement or not. So we have 1, 2, 3. So what we're doing here is if all these 3 inputs, this is going to take the spot of 3 input -z. This is how you're going to get. And then the third. So you have to have like 3 here. 1, 2, 3 is going to calculate those 3 here. So in this exclamation, it's expecting 3 input here. If it's not this, then run this command. And if it's there, if it's not matching it, then run this command. If it's not matching, then run the command echo. We did not get 3 parameters. What is parameters? Parameter is nothing but it's just at the time of running the script, these are the things you're going to input. Okay. Okay, this is mostly end of scripting here. You have learned a lot, and then the only thing is you are just burdened to practice it. Keep practicing it, practicing it. There are two more scripts that are a little complicated, so I'm going to skip on it for now. But for this level here, uh, you should have everything in here. Yeah, when you're doing the scripting, you could come back in here, and then I'll put it in here, and then you could click on scripting, and everything will be here. As of last week, everything is here. I'm going to put it today's, and then that will call the end of scripting today. Okay, and I think we still have a lot of good time. So we working on other stuff. Okay. Bashar, Yahoo.
What do you say?
Okay, give me one moment. Let me get some water. You all could take a break, 5 minute break.
Okay.
Okay, can you hear me now? Hello?
Yes.
Okay,
Yes, we
great.
can hear you. Cool.
Now, yes,
Okay, good, good.
but it goes twice.
Uh-huh.
It it goes twice.
You're low here. Can you hear me clearly though?
Yeah, you're perfect. You're loud and clear.
Okay, yeah, I increased the volume. Okay, so for these things here, going forward, what you could do is I created a clone to demonstrate the Yum repo here, okay? Uh,
We can't see your screen if you're showing.
yeah, okay, good.
Okay, just heads up.
Can you see it now? Can you see the screen?
Yes, we can.
Okay, great. So I figured it out. There was some problem with the networking. How it was, some of the items I'm trying to demonstrate wasn't working right. So what you have to do is, let me record this here. Okay, I was recording anyway. So okay, you have to go into network, and then instead of bridge, you have to select host only adapter. Okay, and leave everything as default. And then on the second adapter, we don't need anything as of now. Okay, and then you go and click OK. What it's gonna do is gonna go into when you all should have uh, a network adapter in your, when you go into your system, what you should do is you should right click and then go into properties, and then once the properties windows come up, go into network and internet, or right here, view network status and tasks, and then go into change adapter settings. And then in adapter settings, you should see one of the adapters says VirtualBox hosts only network. Okay. For if you're going to use this for the first time, you have to go on here. It should be enabled. You have to go on to here and go into properties. Okay, and then go down here where it says Internet TCP/IP protocol. Select the properties, and then make sure obtain IP automatically is checked, and obtain DNS server address automatically is checked. Okay, these things should be checked automatically. Okay, then just click OK and close it. All right, I'm going to start this. Okay, so now I created something, a very fresh install, and then this is not connected to the internet. So what we've been doing is we've been conveniently going into yum install Firefox and all that, right? We were conveniently going in there and then installing it. But now, if I'm doing the same thing, it's not happening here. Why? Because this is not connected to the internet. And in the real world scenario at your job, you won't be able to install anything from internet directly, and you shouldn't be, even if you have chance to install, because these are production servers and anything could go bad. Okay, so to overcome that, what is being done here is the installation or the repository for the software is managed internally. There is another team that manages the repository, the software packages on your computer that need to be installed. What is it called? It's called Yum. Okay. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go ahead and it says copy CD to MNT folder. So clear. Okay. So what I'm gonna do is okay. There is for this you need to install WinSCP. This is like a Windows product. You just Google WinSCP and then go ahead and install that on your computer here. What we're doing is we're copying the CD. We're copying the CD onto this network here. So 192.168.56.103. Okay. I'm copying this 3 gigabit of drive onto in here, onto this root here. So when I'm gonna do ls here, it will have this drive here. So let me just remove this. Okay, nothing is there now. So I'm gonna drag and drop it in here and hopefully it copies. And it's starting to copy. It's gonna take a few minutes. Oh, dang. I think it's running out of the memory here. So there is no space. I'm adding an extra hard drive in here, okay? Disk 2. This should be familiar to you, right? We have done a lot of these. So I'm adding extra 8 gigabit of disk space. Okay, what is the command to format the hard drive?
I forgot now. It's not fdisk, is it?
Yes, not fdisk.
Okay.
Yeah, it's okay. What you do is you just need to know where to go. You go into disk management here, and then right here, this is the command,
Oh, that. Okay, gotcha.
mk2fs. sdb. Oh, wait a minute here. sda, right? Okay. So you do sda, sdb. You just copy this. mk2fs dash sdb, sdb. Yes. So I'm gonna make a mk dir slash CentOS, and then so it's still not available, right? So how do you mount it? Mount slash dev slash sdb, and where are you going to mount to? CentOS. Now it's available. See, it's about 8 GB is available. Okay. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna try to copy the CD there now. WinSCP. One 168.56.103. Look for CentOS folder here, and then I'm going to copy this. All right. I'm so sleepy. So Bashar, are you able? Did you talk to the recruiter, or what's going on?
I don't think Bashar's here. I don't see him
He's not
showing
there.
up. I don't see him showing up on the list anymore.
Oh, he dropped off. It's kind of going faster too.
I think as soon as you said it, it froze.
Oh, it's frozen. Yeah, the
Or
time is
my
going on.
computer froze. Oh, okay, my computer froze.
Oh,
Hey, we're actually at 11:30 right now. How much more was left of this section you're doing?
oh, really? Damn it. Yeah, we didn't get it. Okay, we'll stop here, and then next week I mean, tomorrow we'll pick up a lot more.
Okay.
All right.
All right. Thank you,
I
man.
will see you all tomorrow.
Okay,
Allah
so.
Hafiz.